the twilight's embrace, where the wild thyme blows, the white witches gather, where the silver stream flows, with the earth at their feet and the stars overhead. They dance with the elements by the old gods led. Dance, dance, the witches chant with fire, water, earth, and air, in perfect love and perfect trust. Their magic spreads everywhere, through the circle of stones, to the beat of the drum. They summon the power where the magic comes from, with the flick of the wand and a whisper of might. They turn darkness to dawn and day into night. Dance, dance, the witches chant with fire, water, earth, and air, in perfect love and perfect trust. Their magic spreads everywhere, for the Lord and the Lady trust their magic spreads everywhere. In the heart of the woods, where secrets are kept, the witches commune where the greenwood has slept. They speak to the trees, to the sky and the earth, in nature's embrace, with reverence and no shame. Beneath the moon's glow, where the nightingales sing, the witches' enchantments in the air do they fling. Tears are a pillow of the breeze and the kiss of the flame. They honor the gods with reverence and no shame. So hear the tale of the witches tears are who dance with magic, the path, witch and priest, embracing the unknown with great feast. Magic and freedom ignite my heart with ethereal flame. I make my art a journey song, a journey of the sun. Long last led me to the whispers in the night, revealing secrets hidden from sight. With ancient wisdom I'll ignite the flames of truth burning so bright. Ethereal cards, they hold the key, unlocking mysteries, setting us free through swirling mist. The future I see, guiding souls like a river to the sea. Welcome to the unknown prophet's domain, where spirits dance and fortunes remain. Let the tarot unfold, let it explain the path that lies ahead with no refrain. Unseen whispers in the night, revealing secrets hidden from sight. With ancient wisdom I'll ignite the flames of truth burning so bright. Ethereal cards, they hold the key, unlocking mysteries, setting us free through swirling mist. The future I see, guiding souls like a river to the sea. Welcome to the unknown prophet's domain, where spirits dance and fortunes remain. Let the tarot unfold, let it explain the path that lies ahead with no refrain.
Welcome on in, everybody. Hello, my name is Joshua Bleezy. I am the Unknown Prophet, I do daily tarot readings between 9 a.m. and 12 p.m. Central Standard Time every day except the weekends. I'm coming up on my weekend off, guys, so I won't be back until Monday. But I'm trying to get some recovery of the spoons, okay, and getting some plans in. We're going to be taking our kitty in to go see the doctor later. Lucifer's just getting a checkup, and we're going to make sure he's all doing okay because he's been acting a little weird this the last couple of months, and we think he's just depressed, but we want to make sure he's not in any kind of, at least physical danger. Mental, we can take care of. We can always go get a different kitty to help with the depression, to help him have a friend, not to replace him or anything like that. We're not crazy. We love our cat. We had a small cat with us for a short amount of time. Her name was Chloe. She was a very special kitty cat. She came to us with problems, though. She was a very curious little kitty cat and loved to go in all of the little spots she shouldn't have been. She went into the wrong spot and died, unfortunately. So, after that, we kind of felt like he returned back to more of his normal self, and now those last couple of months have been kind of weird. He hasn't been acting normal. And I'll get to your reading in just a second there, Sergeant. But I always do kind of a small talkie before, I get started for the day anyway. So the reading room is open, guys, for you. Press exclamation point join. I do ethereal fire readings, and I forgot to even do something. I can't believe I forgot to do it, but I forgot to get my cards. Oops, my bad. Well, that just means they've been in the sacred pouch all this time, getting cleansed. They come out of the pouch automatically cleansed. But I will do your cleansing shuffle, no worries, because you deserve that. And I'm not even going to ask you if you want that. I'm just going to give it to you. I am going to just say, and, making sure that all of those things coming in for all of you people today. Just remember, guys, we do this together. We journey these paths together. I do ethereal fire readings with my homemade deck, the 5 Paths Tarot, a tarot I designed and created. I designed this because of a spiritual journey I went on a long time ago, and it has served me well to this day. I would love to say that it's going to be published soon, but honestly, I don't know how long it's going to take to honestly be a published thing. I was trying to have a goal by my birthday. I highly doubt I'm going to be able to do that. I've lost some motivation to get the cards done. I mean, they're already pretty much everything's all set to go, but I had to retype all the meanings because the meanings were back in 2011 when I originally created it. I was updating it for the current things I sell people now. You know what I'm saying? So that it can be what I'm telling you, you get in the book now, not what I used to say it was, because they've changed over the years. I have different meanings since I wrote it. I wrote the book as an exercise. I have always decided what my cards mean on my own. So, there. That's my 2 cents there. All right, guys. But I'm looking forward to having the weekend. I'm doing awesome, guys. I'm looking forward to the weekend, honestly. I'm looking forward to having just some downtime and time to recoup some spoons, maybe catch up with some friends, maybe get out of this house a little bit and go enjoy the outside a tiny bit. I don't know. It depends on how much pain I'm in. I might just smoke a fuck ton of pot. You never know. So, but honestly, I'm clean today, guys. We only have one 420 episodes a month. Every other reading that I do, unless you see a green leaf, kind of a thing on screen, that means I'm doing these clean. I haven't even taken a puff for pain relief yet. So, honestly, getting back into the readings, guys, we're here to help people find their best possible paths ever. So, with that said, we have Sergeant, my beautiful soul, Sanctuary, and you want a love reading, 4 and 35. I'm going to do your cleansing shuffle. Let me adjust this just a tiny bit. Oh, no, not that way. I didn't want to show so much of my belly. Oh, but then I can't see the cards that well. Okay, there we go. Alright. New camera. If you guys didn't notice, got myself a better camera. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. This is just a cleansing shuffle for you today. And then we've got your numbers of 4 and 35. Ready, Sergeant? Sanctuary, my friend, my beautiful friend. Sergeant Technology to the reading room. Sergeant Technology back to the reading room, just in case we went somewhere. I think you're still here. Honestly, it's just on pop chat. Yep, yep. All right, so not quite ready yet. Ooh, they like that spot. Okay, they like that spot, so that's where they're gonna go. Here are your 4 official shuffles. 1, 2, 3, God card. 4, 1 God card for you today, my friend, as far as love goes. All right, and the 35th card is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. And don't think I forgot you either, Cozy. I see you out there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 35 cards have been dealt. They stay on the bottom. And it's good to see you too, my friend. All right. So let's see when it comes to love. What do we need to know? And what is going to help us get there? Finally, right? We're finally ready for it, right? We're ready for real, authentic, true, crazy. I can't believe it's this insane. Please give me the love of my life, wild roller coaster of a crazed relationship. I need it. I want it. I have to have this. Does this express your excitement at this moment? Being a tool for a reason. Because, Sergeant, what I'm seeing more than anything right now is that you are finally taking back control of your life. You want to add someone to that life. We are going to be sharing this journey. We know this. We want to find a soulmate. Someone to share our journey, to rejoin with that other part of ourselves, that missing piece. And it isn't a piece that we can get filled within ourselves. We don't understand it. We don't know how to explain it. But we know we're missing our partner in life. I truly understand that need. Trust me, I know that better than most people out there. Because there was a moment I thought I would never meet the one true love of my life. I almost gave up on love. I almost gave up on all love altogether because I was treated so badly in the relationship that I thought could end up being something special someday. But then I found the one true love of my life. And you're taking back the control, the ebbs and flows of the wind that blows your way. You either utilize that wind to file and flame the fire that you want to grow. So if this is something really important to you, then you have to ask yourself what it is you truly need and what it is you truly want in a partner, what you truly desire as far as that to look like, what you're willing to accept, not accept, because you do have boundaries and you do have things that you will not accept, you know? And then you have to find the most beautiful soul possible to share the journey with. The only way you're ever going to do that is to start acting like it, my friend. Start acting like it. I mean, come on now. Let's walk the walk. Let's talk the talk. Let's do the do. You know why married people get hit on the most? Because we've already found our one. Because we attract people. When people see a married person who's confident, who's not worried about trying to meet anybody else because they've already found their someone. You know why a lot of people get drawn to those kind of people? Because they've already have what they're looking for. They have what they're looking for. You have to start to walk that walk. Start talking the way you say you want to meet that mate. So go full tilt kitty. Don't hold back those emotions. Don't hold back those drives. Don't hold back those opportunities to see if something could be special. Talk the talk. If you're gonna say your bullshit is the shit, then fucking make sure your bullshit is the shit. Because they have to love every ugly thing about you as well as every good thing about you. You have to be authentic. You can't hide behind any mask at all. Not a single mask. The most authentic mask that is you is the one you should be wearing. The surface card is there for that little bit of a, hey, be careful that the outside matches the inside. Be careful that the inside matches the outside, because that balance that you're looking for, what are you looking for that you are missing? What is the other half that you need in your life? What is it you absolutely have to have and need in your life? When you define those things, don't put yourself in a box. Don't put yourself in the I can only find love here box. This is the only spot I can look box. That kept me trapped in a loveless relationship for 7 years. Trust me, it's not worth it. You'll find love. Oh, definitely you will find love, but they will never love you back in return. Do you want that kind of love, or do you want real love? Start to glow and shine that beautiful soul of yours. Start to show people that beautiful soul you are. And then let someone find you in the darkness when they need your light. You don't have to be their hero. Maybe they're there to be yours. Maybe they're the one who needs to save you. But glow from the inside out. Know that you are so ready. That you are so ready to meet the challenge, to take that control back in your life and say, this is the thing that's important to me. I have to let go of some bullshit to get there. I have to feed the right kind of fire in order for it to burn in me. For someone to see my light, I have to be as bright as possible. Act the act, walk the walk, talk the talk, do the do. Discover what's underneath the surface that you're afraid to show people, because that's what they will love the most about you. You think my wife comes with all good things? You're wrong. She doesn't. She comes with her issues. She comes with her problems. She comes with a bunch of things that a normal person shouldn't love. For some people to love that person has been through that much trauma, to be able to love someone like that and love them so inherently that you just hug them for the rest of their days. Trust me, when I found the right one, it felt like the easiest, most simple thing ever. It wasn't a fight anymore. It wasn't a fight. It was share my life with somebody. It was that easy. You look like somebody I want to get to know better. I want to get to know you just a little bit better. Okay, so we went a little bit fast, but kinky times where a boy who had barely had any sexual experience, a very minimal sexual experience, to getting his world rocked by the woman who knew everything about sex and then some. Okay? But that didn't come after a deeply emotional connection as well. There was sparks, but they took fire to flame. What else do you need to do? Stop putting yourself in the same old ugly cage over and 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 over again. Sergeant, free yourself from what you think you know and walk out that door and say, give me all you have to offer. Give me all you have to offer. Let me taste every part of that wonderful, beautiful plate. Let me finally savor the flavor. I'm not talking about you being a creep and going out and sleeping around with every other woman either. Okay? I know you're not that kind of a person. But tasting the flavor of someone and understanding what they will mean to you in their life. When this card was given to me, when this stone was given to me, the stone of freedom, it's called the Larimar's door. That's why it's called the Larimar's door. It represents freedom. What was I needing to be free of? When I was in my original coven, I didn't know how to be free. I was trapped by so many different things in my life. I didn't even realize how trapped I had made myself and how big of a cage and how comfy I liked it that way. It took a very special group of people to point out to me that a lot of the things I thought were making me free were actually trapping me in the same hell I'd been putting myself in. It wasn't until I could walk out that door and find a new path forward. I had to drop a lot of my preconceived notions. I had to leave everything behind. I had to lock that door. I had to say, fuck you, door, not coming back in this cage. Here, guard, please take this key back and destroy it so no one can ever get back in here. Or maybe I throw it into the center of it where no one has ever reached that key. I don't care, whatever kind of a metaphor works best for you, okay? But I walked out that door and I finally understood what the word freedom meant. And if you think freedom comes free, you're all a bunch of idiots. Because freedom has not come freed. Freedom is not about being free of something. It is freeing yourself to believe in it even that much sometimes. To have the freedom to give in to the dream. To have the freedom to trust these intuitions. To have the freedom to believe in myself. I didn't understand. I had all of the choice and change in front of me. So I think that's what they're trying to tell you, that you're not doing so right in love. Quit putting yourself in the same old box over and over again, expecting to find love when that box may not be the one that is the person who will fulfill you. You'll find someone, but there will be a place statement in your life until you can find someone who will meet your needs, and then one of three things will happen. You'll break someone's poor little heart, and hopefully it doesn't come back to bite you in the ass. You'll fall in love with someone genuinely, and they'll break your little heart and make your wonder and question about yourself, or you'll actually have the beautiful kind of a wonderful, beautiful relationship you're supposed to have, right? But love is a two-way street, my friend. So get out there. Put your best cock suit on, ruffle those tail feathers, walk that walk, talk that talk, be your authentic you, and then find the pretty girl with the good squishy side. Don't always look for the thing you think you want. Sometimes the thing you want the most is right there in front of your little eyes, but because you couldn't see it because they didn't match your little box, you lost on it. You know? So don't lose out on it. That's all I'm saying. But it's true. Tasting the flavor of someone. Think about what I said. When we are experiencing someone, we're not just taking in one sense. Yeah, okay, you get it. You know? It's not just about taste. When you taste something, you also smell something. You get your nose right up in there and you smell the scent of something. And as you start to lick and actually meet the two senses come together, you know, I think, Sergeant, you're closer than love than you think you are. I think all that's really waiting for you to happen is for you to drop off the I know better universe part and I need to trust you universe more part. Is what the real issue is here. Okay? If you want my honest, unabridged psychic advice, that's what's stopping you. And that's it. You're very welcome for the tarot reading. As always, you know I'm trying to help you. I hope you make choices that are right for you. You know I always expect you to do that. You know? I like that I give you good advice sometimes, and people, I love to give advice. Trust me, I love to say what my views are, and I think I have the right answers. I'm a simple guy. I'm not gonna lie. I do not have a degree in anything other than a degree in being a minister, and I got that online because I didn't want to see my friends not be able to marry one another. I didn't do no special class. I signed up for a certificate online. That's about as much of a credential as I own. Cozy messages to the reading room. Cozy messages to the reading room. I'm starting to cleanse on your cards here. And now I'm reading your question. Okay, you want to know about the friend and are they don't want you to succeed, right? We want to know why. And you want to know what your guides want to talk to you about right now. Okay, we got you. I don't care where you come from. I don't care who you just prescribe to as God. I don't care your political leaning. I don't care any of that crap. You know what I care about, you guys? You. The time you gave me today. Thank you for that. Now, on to the reading. And you said 5 and 33. A little bit more of a cleansing shuffle. I like to wait for them to say they're ready. Okay, here's where they want to start at. So, here we go with your 5 official shuffles on that question, Cozy. 1, 2. If I remember correctly, Cozy is also a tarot reader and a very good one at that. 3, 4, 5. I just don't think you've done it in a while. No God cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Sorry, getting something 20. Why do you need me to look up? 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 1, 2. Ooh. Talking. They talking. Alright. Alright. Thank you for that acknowledgement. Appreciate you acknowledging that. Hey, let's give Cozy a little bit of a shout out here, guys. Hey, we could definitely do that. We always shout out our good friends here. Cozy, this one's for you if my fucking shout outs work. There we go. There you go. Please go follow my friend Cozy Messages as they will guide you to the coziest messages for you. Maybe not so cozy sometimes. So we want to know about the situation here. And why your friends don't want you to succeed and stuff like that, and what your clues are trying to, and what your guides are trying to tell you through all of this stuff as well. Cozy, knocking on Cozy's door, trying to get Cozy's attention, knocking on Cozy's door, trying to get Cozy's attention, This is kind of the repetitive thingy they're trying to do with you right now because you're not getting it. Right? You want to know why your friends do not want you to succeed? Because they're not the ones who don't want you to succeed. You are. It's you who is afraid to succeed. It's you who's afraid. not your friends who are afraid of you succeeding. That's jealousy. That's just jealousy. That's you have something they have that you don't, that they wish they did. It's plain and simple jealousy. But you know that there have been obstacles along the way to get to where you want it to be right now. They were an obstacle, unfortunately. And they weren't an easy obstacle at that. They continue to be an obstacle in your life to catalyze you into fighting for the future you want. But they are giving it to you like this lesson because whatever your friend reminds you of yourself, in even the smallest respect, is the universe trying to show you what you may not be working on so well and what you have to come to realization in your life. They're giving you that hard path. Let me see what you wrote. I put myself in service in groups and they put their offers and lower their price than me. Well, that's called competition. That's not fucking psychic there. Okay, that's called competition. Good old fashioned competition. If your prices are lower than the competition's, you're going to sell more, especially if you're selling like items. You have to make your items so special that you're worth the extra price. So, what aren't you putting out there to make you be that competition's and them to choose you over that other person? Maybe you should think of that as far as a business thing is. It's called business. I'm sorry. There's no psychicness involved here. There's no boogity boogity trying to make your life horrible. There's no boogity boogity spell being put on you. There's no boogity boogity curse being put on you. The only karma that you're incurring right now is the karma you're giving out to everybody else. You're being mirrored exactly back in return what you're giving to everybody else. Can't you see that? At least in some respect, that maybe you have to adopt better pricing. Make your prices as close to hers as possible. If she changes her price, you change your price. If she lowers her price, you lower your price. If she hires your price, you hire your price. You match her step for step for step and make them choose on quality rather than price. It's called competition. It's healthy. Any business will tell you that. That without competition to drive you to make better decisions on your company and what to. Now, she's a catalyst to show you maybe you need to work on these things. That's what the hard path is all about. You have a goal. You have goals. You want to get there as quickly as possible. You're willing to do whatever it takes to get to that goal and dream. You're working from the past and you have overcome all of those to get to where you're at right now. You're being scared that someone's going to come take it from you. The only person who can come take it from you is you. When you give up and quit because they're doing it better than you are. You know, it's about tending back to what you really need to be tending to. Your customers. Your customers. Customer service can be an added benefit. It doesn't cost you anything extra. To be kinder, to be more considerate, to be more thoughtful, to hear them when they're asking for certain things in their product or certain things that you can do better, that take that criticism and turn it into something beautiful just for them, that they don't even have to pay for or ask for it because your kind, generous heart allows you to do something nice. They will come back to you 1,000 times more because of that one free gift that was genuine than anything else you could ever give them as far as a coupon discount or whatever. Okay then. But you're letting her define your future. She's got talents. You have talents. You have fucking things she cannot do. Do you understand that? Okay? Tending back to self just means understanding yourself and understanding where you're putting what coals on what fire on what portion of your life you're doing, and what needs to be moved around so that you can focus on the one thing that matters to you the most. It just means moving things around to a more manageable place you know you can watch over the whole fire at once. You don't have to worry about poking it very much. It looks like it's an out of control fire, but that's a very controlled fire, honestly. It's a very controlled because it is doing exactly what we intended it to do. Shoot up straight up into the sky into two separate flames. That's what the intention was behind that fire. It was very well tended because it did exactly what we asked it to do. Just like where you're at right now is you're letting your own anxieties, your own fears, your own worries that this person's better than you, this person's doing XYZ better than you, blah, blah, blah. Get in your own way more. Get in your own way more. Just keep getting in your way. Just keep getting in your way because that's what's keeping in your way. You're letting that obstacle stop you when you should find innovative ways to do something else. When you should be overcoming those obstacles by making something that completely just promised met. You know how, at least here, okay, I've been in customer service most of my life. So this goes from an American perspective. With that said, okay, the most important thing is not the product you sell. Most of the time, people buy people, not product. And that's what it's about. You gotta start promoting yourself, friend. You have to start promoting yourself. Stop being worried about the plan and just go be you. Don't worry about whether she's doing it or not doing it. Who gives a flying fuck? If she's succeeding, then it's only motivation for you to do better. You want to know when those finances will arrive? When you do whatever it takes to get those extra customers by being nicer, by giving yourself and putting yourself present, by giving yourself being present when the customer is there, listening to their needs. What do they really need? Don't listen to what they want. What fulfills their need? Because if you fulfill a need, then when they want something that doesn't meet their budget, they buy it up because you met something in them that had to be met first. People always seek out the need first, honestly, before they seek out the want. The want is the plan B portion of the journey, okay? Every good person who's ever done any kind of selling anywhere knows that you have to sell yourself first. Then your product has to be up to the quality you say it is. Then it has to do what you say it is going to do. Then you have to be able to present that to that person in a way that makes them feel like, I want to come back and get more from you. Because you're the more friendlier person. You're the one who listens. You're the one who gives them what they want. You're the one who meets their need. Do you get the thing I'm trying to put out here there, my friend? Because there's nobody else here in line right now, so we might as well just keep talking. Because I really think it's important that we do. Because I think that what's stopping you is that, especially when it comes to the question that you originally asked me, okay? Right? When you came in and asked me your original question. I'm just going to go back to that originally right now. Why do I feel like one of my friends does not want me to succeed? Because she doesn't want you to succeed. She wants you to fail so people come buy her shit. She doesn't want you to succeed. She's not your friend. She's your competition. Number 2. And anything else I need to know that my guides want me to know. And what did I tell you? What did you need to know? What do you need to start to think about? Everything I've said today. Now you've got to go back and do it your way, buddy. I can't sit here and tell you exactly how to do it because every customer, every business is tailor-made to that region, place, and thing. Get involved with, stop self-sabotaging yourself is right. Exactly. Your worst enemy is you. That's the only person who has it out for you right now. Is you. You're the only one giving yourself all of this shit about what you're doing wrong. Oh my God. If I hear one more person say, "What am I doing wrong?" Saying the words, "I'm doing something wrong," and just doing your thing. That's what you're doing wrong. I mean, I don't get me wrong. I know that's why people come here, but it's just like that's the energy I'm feeling, and it's like the universe wants us to be a successful thing. You could have healthy competition. You guys could bounce off each other. You guys could create business for each other. Do you realize you could make this a partnership and be at odds with this person at the same time? Make it a constructive, fun thing. Let's see who does it better this week. Okay? What criticism do you have? What criticism do I have? Well, it starts somewhere. So bring an olive branch. Say, look, I know you're my competition. I know you've got better things. I know you've got better prices than me. But here's what I want to say. Can we do this so it benefits both of us at the same time here? So we can both utilize this rivalry to our advantage and still stay true to our customers and our products and not be mean about it? Make it funny, make it fun, lighthearted. There are ways to go about doing this, my friend, that will incur customers to want to be there. A fun, friendly rivalry. The Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers are not really enemies. It's a fun little rivalry we have on football day. They're not really going to kill each other. Well, some people might do it. I can't claim every single person of those two teams wouldn't do something on a very crucial moment, in a very dumb moment, while drinking way too much alcohol. Okay? But it starts somewhere. Business partnership starts somewhere. And if you can find a way to show her it's in her best interest to be in healthy competition with you, then you both push each other forward. And you both grow. And you both earn the money you need. And then that competition finally dies down. And then what you have is a nice, healthy back and forth the way it's supposed to be in business. Maybe this week you have the better product. Maybe next week. I don't go out and buy the same kind of chips all the time. You know, I don't go out and buy the same kind of items all the time. Sometimes I look for deals. Sometimes I look for certain things that I'm hoping to find. Maybe there's one specific thing I absolutely have to have and they just don't have it, and I have to substitute with something that I don't really want to substitute it with. You know what I'm saying? We can still talk, okay? I'm just clearing the queue. I need a smoke is what I need. Well, I know. That's the problem with it though, is you do know. And some of those preconceived notions you think you know, you need to throw out the window. The most innovative business owners in the world. Okay, this one's for you. Oh, I got one even better for you. All right, Cozy. This one's even better. I got a green hit for you. How about that? How about that? Just a little toasty for you today. How about that for you, bad boy? How about that? How about that? Would you like a little green hit for you there? Or do you want to smoke? I give you your choice and pleasures. Do you want the cigarette or do you want the green? One hit, green hit. Smoke. Got you. Oh God, I need this cigarette. This cigarette is for Cozy. Oh my God, I need this. Oh, feel the tension. Just leave me. Just give me a goddamn cigarette. I want to feel it fill my lungs. Sweet, sweet nicotine. How I've missed you. No, I've know this feeling all too well. Oh, my last and only cigarette. You're the last one I will ever have. Watch out! She might come try to take thy cigarette from me. Okay, my wife is walking the door and I'm being very melodramatic right now. No! Because I have a cigarette already made for her. Your stump is looking ugly there, honey. You need to wash that soon. Yeah. Okay, then. Alright, and back to the... Here's a little bit of AMSR smoking. Oh, yeah. Is that good for you? Oh, God, yeah.
You sound like a perv right now.
Yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. Sweet, sweet nicotine. Oh, baby, how I've missed you. You're the love of my life. Well, almost. I missed you so. I don't want you to end. Maybe I should save the rest for later. Nah. This one's for Cozy. Oh, the deepness of it all. Oh, it's almost gone though. Almost gone. Oh, here you go, Cozy. Have a toke. there you go. There you go, right there. Take a hit there. Vicariously through me, you live. How long is it before you can afford some? Oh, wait, you're trying to quit. I'm sorry, I'm not helping, am I? I'm sorry, I should be doing that. Excuse me. Coffee. Hack. Sorry, I don't want to quit. There you go, Cozy. I hope you enjoyed your cigarette. Was it good for you? It was good for me. Hey, I was honored, honestly. Honored that you all did that. That was the greatest thing I've been a part of in a long time. I really thought that was very well done on Tarot Mama's part. That was extremely well done. That's why I love that woman. That's why I trust her with my readings. With my spirituality, I trust this woman. Okay? That's why I do. Because she allows her community to be a part of her divinity. And there is nothing more sacred than letting your community be a part of your divinity. Now, no matter how small, you let them be a part of it, that speaks volumes. That's why you guys have numbers here. I make you a part of the reading. I don't just do that for diddly squat reasons. I do that to give you an opportunity to choose your own future. And hear my wife fart in a very subtle, soft way, so you didn't hear it. But I heard it. And then she's giggling about it over there. And I like my wife, rude, crude, and socially unacceptable, so I don't fucking care what anyone says. Screw you old moms out there who tell their daughters they can't fart, poop, or anything else.
No farts, no belches.
God, please, give me a woman who can belch. Please, give me a woman who can rip one really good and stank me out as a car kind of. I have to go out of the room toxic kind of smell shit. I want that. I can barely smell as it is. Are you kidding me? Anything I can smell on a daily basis is a plus. I have a deviated symptom, and because of that, my sensory smell deprivation is little to none. Ask my wife. I don't even know when I smell bad myself. I have to really go, and she has to tell me sometimes, honey, you need a shower. Good? Okay, I'm good. Hey, and that's okay for you to do. Getting back into streaming would be a wonderful thing for you to get back into, so you can open those spiritual lines of communication again. You don't have to stream it to get back into that communication one. That is your service. That is your gift to give to others But please fill your cup first, Cozy, because it feels like your battery's running a little bit low itself right now. You need to swim back in that ether again and soak it all up. That's what you need to do first. That's what I'm feeling. Yeah, but is something blocking you from connection right now? Because I'm feeling some kind of a block. Maybe it's a purposeful block. I don't know. Or maybe I'm wrong. I like being wrong. It teaches me how to learn and listen more. But I know how they can be sometimes. They're not always there all the time. Mine are pretty much there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week too, but I have to turn them off from time to time too. I don't want to know right now. No, I don't want to see 1,000 different realities in my head all at once right now. Thank you. And getting so you have good connection with that. So if that's going good, maybe getting back into streaming is exactly what you need to do, so that people can see you and judge your facial expression, but still see your cards and see your divinity. Yeah, I would agree with that statement, honestly. I think I would honestly agree with that statement. I don't think it's something. I think you're blocking yourself because you're waiting to be ready. You want to be really ready before you do that. You really want to make sure you have your shit in a row this time before you go giving more advice to people. I think you're just doing it in a nice, healthy way for once. That's what I'm feeling. It's that, getting ready for it moment. When you're ready, you'll be ready for Cozy. That the good tarot community is out there to help you with this too. We will come support you when you need us to come support you, when we have the time to do so, when we're not streaming ourselves or whatever. We'll come try to find you and support you. If I can be there for you for a couple streams and get a reading from you just to get you off of the fucking stool and get to actually doing some shit here, I'd love to be your guinea pig. I would love readings from you. I would absolutely love them. You could start off privately and get the kinks worked out. Make sure your stream setup looks the way you want it to look. Blah, 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 blah. DM me. Hit me up on the Discord. Hit me up on my email. Whatever you want. Bat signal, Hey, just tell me right now what time and place works best for you. Whatever works, okay? But you have a community of people out there who want to help you. There are people out there who have good heads on their shoulders, who want to help bring you closer to spirit, who want to bring you closer to that destiny. I want to see you sitting and being happy and living a life that you've always wanted to live like me. I hope you can live something like I live, where you're happy to do readings for the amount of time you do it in a day. And that brings you fulfillment in so many different ways. I hope that's all it will take for you. But under no illusions that this tarot community, not that we're all competition with one another. We're not competition with one another. We all have our gifts where people are drawn to us for their specific reasons. You want to know why you keep getting drained? Because you keep forgetting to refill the battery. You want to not stop getting drained? You really want to know how to make that stop? Stop just digging into one web of energy and dig into all energies. Let go of the want into the darkness. Let go of the anxiety into the unknown. Let go, I call it the death web, life web, okay? Let go of the need to be right, the need to be anything other than what the universe wants you to be. Let go of all of that. Then walk back through that door and walk back into that light. And then you're the world's biggest rechargeable battery. And all you do is soak it up. And keep soaking it up. and keep soaking it up until you feel so good inside that you feel like there's nothing that can stop you. And then what you do is you go, "Oh, I want to keep this here for a while and let it sit here." When I do readings, I pull in enough energy to do a 3-hour reading stream. I pull in enough energy because I go outside and I quiet my mind. I empty myself in a physical way of all the pains that are causing me issue today. I drain those things from myself. I mentally think about all the things that are thinking about in my everyday mundane life that are bothering me. I let them go into the earth. I let them drain from me. I let that spiritual thing that's been stopping me or maybe not working with me the best, all those energies and entities or things that could not be working with me, I don't get rid of energies. I say, well, the ones that aren't working with me right now, I don't need right now. The ones who want to help me, grow me, change me, motivate me to do better, those are the ones I need working with me right now. And I empty and cleanse my chakra and my mental and my aura, and I cleanse all of those stuff, including reinvigorating my soul. Yeah, and I know that's part of the work that needs to be done. Like I said, journaling, any good psychic or any good person should have a standby journal to write things in when they have meaning to them, so they don't forget that they learned that lesson. I have 2 books like this, okay? One's already got stuff in it. This one has still yet time to fill because I've still got lots of life left to go, you know? But I journal from time to time, and I don't always write in that, and I should be writing in that sometimes. But this is my journal. Do you understand? This is me journaling. Right here is me journaling, you know? So I do it in a very real way, you know? Yeah, exactly. But you're doing that for a reason, because you're working it all out right now. You're going through why am I being drained? What is causing me the draining issues? What am I giving my energy to? Like I said, I wasn't even done with the whole process yet, because as soon as you empty everything else out, you have to step back into that light and soak the rest of what you need in. You think you can hold enough energy for the time you need it. And when you get to that point where your battery started running low, you tap back into that energy again. It recycles. It's like AC/DC. The bad energy that is exhausting you goes out. The good energy comes in. You know what I'm saying? It's that balance. That balance of true ether. It's not good, it's not bad. It's that focal point in the center of good and evil where both of them are the same energy as one. Tap into that energy and you will never run out of energy. And then stop giving away your energy when you're giving it away. Stop mentally, physically, and spiritually giving away energy you can't afford to give. Going on an ad break for all those who need an ad break. Well, I have some more coffee. Drink, have a cigarette. Do you still have ads? Cozy? I don't know if you still have ads or not. We're 6 seconds away from an ad being over. Okay, well, I didn't know. So, you need to work on your visualization, Cozy. You need to work on your visualization. It's time to use your imagination. Okay? And your visualization should be, if you feel like there's a hole somewhere, then visualize what it would take to fill that hole permanently. Create the product you need to fill the hole you is taking all of your energy, or put a shield in front of it. Visualize the thing that's going to stop that thing from entering. Okay, Cozy, I'm going to give you this one, okay? I'm going to give you the most basic, simplest, easiest way to understand how to stop and start energies the way you should be starting them, okay? You might want to get a pen and paper for this, so if you need one, go get one. And I'll tell you how I do it, okay? And I'm going to try to help you here right now. You want it? I can help you. I think this exercise would help you. If you need a time, let me know. Let me know when you're ready, and I'll give it to you. Okay. Right now, we're just gonna do this real quick. Okay. Okay. So step. Okay. All right. Ready. Ready. Step number one. When you are doing a visualization, the first thing I want you to do, okay, is practice this. Deep breath through your nose. Blow out like you're blowing out through a small straw out of your mouth while you're breathing. Try to do this as much as you can do it in synchronicity as much as you can do it. Deep breath in through your nose. Slow exhale through your mouth like you're blowing it out through a straw. This is a chemical mental key for your brain to slow it down. So this is not only metaphysical, but very real psychology, okay? You genuinely do this. At least do it 3 times. So breathe in once, exhale out at least 3 times. That gives you the repetition. 2 is not enough. You got to do at least 3, okay? Then once you get to your mind to that spot where you kind of feel like you're quiet, empty it of all the voices, or let all the voices talk all at once and just let it out. Let it all out and say, I don't need you anymore. I need you to go somewhere that you won't harm me anymore. I'm going to put you where you belong in the earth. I'm going to cleanse myself of all physical pain. Whether I feel creaky in my knees today, or I feel my standard 5 level of pain I wake up with every day, or I walking up, I didn't sleep well last night. All of those physical discomforts and things that are bothering you right now, you're going to release to that earth. Do this mentally as well and spiritually as well. So mentally, think of anything that's bothering you, any conflicts you might have, and let them go into the earth. Okay? And then I want you to do that with your spiritual as well. And then after you're done with that, fill yourself back up again with all of the things you do need within yourself. Physically, what will make you feel better? What's something I can do before I do anything today that can make me feel better? A glass of orange juice, an apple, a light little bit of exercise, time to rest and relax and rejuvenate, whatever that means. Fill in the mental things. I walk in unconditional love and unconditional trust with my conscious mind and my subconscious mind. I love and trust myself unconsciously and consciously. And I trust myself unconsciously and consciously. Now that we've gotten you to the right headspace, now I need you to visualize 4 different doors. Are you ready? So if you needed me to repeat anything, this is the time to say, please repeat something for the getting into the right headspace. This is called grounding and centering. First part, emptying it out, is called grounding. Second part, filling out, is called centering. That's what at least we've called it in my where I was taught. That's what it was called, at least. It may be called other things, but that's what we call it. And just let me know when you're ready to continue. All right, good. We're ready to continue. So I want you to imagine 4 different doors. The first door that I want you to imagine in your head, okay? I want you to feel as free as a bird. Anybody you would allow into your actual house that you don't have to worry about if they're safe. You don't have to worry about what their intentions are. You trust these people implicitly. Is your open door in your mind, a completely open door. Visualize the kind of frame that represents safety and welcoming and all the good things for people you actually trust with things in your life. Visualize the people who matter to you that you actually trust complicitly. These are the kinds of energy you will allow in your open door. Door number 2. We call it a screen door. Okay, at this point, we're a little unsure of people. We're not quite sure what their intentions are. We don't think they're liars. We just don't know enough about them yet. So we have what we call a screen door, a door that separates us from them. We can see them, we can hear them, but we're not letting them in right away. Okay? And you have to visualize a door strong enough to keep the people you want out. You can do this through elemental visualization. You can do this through music. You can do this through whatever way you see fit. You visualize the representation of each door. However, you know that that door will be able to do the job you say it's going to do. All right? So if you need to make sure that door has a lock, then that door has a lock. Visualize doors and all the different kinds of doors that have meant anything to you when you felt these feelings. Then the fourth door is the solid door. We really don't know these people very well. We don't trust these people at all right now. We're kind of retesting the trust bubble here. These are not the people we want to let into our house right away. We've only got a small peephole to see who they are before we let them in. We are making damn sure. I'm telling you the third door right now. The solid oak door. Where you have a peephole. You can see them. You can still hear them. But you definitely aren't going to let them in. Because there's one more door. Okay, I misspoke. Sorry. My bad. I misspoke. Okay? But those are the people that you really have to make sure you trust before you let them into your home. And this has to be solid, that no one can get in this door but you. You're the only one who has the key to unlock it. You're the only one who's allowed to let people in and out of this door. You decide which things or energies you let in. And then the last and final door is your Fort Knox door. The door that's so impenetrable that not even the divine can get in there. It's your headspace time. No other voices, no other things, just you, your unconscious, and your conscious mind alone. It is completely devoid of any connection other than yourself. That's how strong that door has to be. So strong and so impenetrable. So whatever you need to put in its place, security system, guards, 10-foot door deep into the earth kind of shit. Imagine the kind of door someone would have to work so hard to get past. And if they got past that door and got past everything, they deserve to be in there kind of a shit. You know what I'm saying? But you're not letting them in willingly, okay? Those are called the four doors. And that's how I started to divine those energies that I wanted to come in my doors. So if it's a good energy I feel comfortable with, it's an open door. If it's an energy I'm not quite sure about, it's a screen door. If it's an energy that makes me feel a little bit wonky, it's a solid door. If it's a fucking energy I want no part of whatsoever, it's a goddamn Fort Knox door. And use the elements. Use what you feel powerful of. Use what has meaning to you. Right, and the Fort Knox door is the hardest because those are the things you want to keep the safest, the most. The things that are the most precious to you are in that door. It's your baby self that's in there. So you want to protect baby self. And you don't want anything to get into baby self that you don't really want in baby self. So I understand working on door number 4. You're not that far away though. It's just the visualization of it. And knowing when to throw that door up, and even if you have to visualize that kind of door when someone's giving it to you. Okay, and that's how I stop energy being drained from me or accepting better energy. Because if it's an open energy that's willing to share their energy like you're willing to share your energy with me right now, I'm not draining you right now. You know why I'm not draining you right now? Because I'm not taking anything from you. I'm giving you back everything you are giving to me. It's a symbiotic give and take energy. It's not a draining energy. Do you agree with that statement? Okay. So, now you understand the difference between sharing an energy that you want to have and an energy that you don't want to have. Now, I'd like to test something on you, and I want you to be completely honest when you do this, okay? I want to throw energy at you, and I want you to take a moment to think about every door. Don't think about it too hard. Go with your gut instinct. The first thing you think of when I say that door, I want you to think. So when I say open door, think of an open door. When I say closed door, think of closed door. I say Fort Knox door, think of a Fort Knox door. Do we get the exercise we're doing here? And I'm going to try to throw energy at you that won't be draining. It will be energy you have to stop or think of whether or not you can accept it or not. And you tell me what you think you feel. Since there's no one else here, I think that could be a good, fun thing for people to see. This is a good exercise to see if I'm as good as I think I am. And to see just how receptive you are. So, take this moment to quiet your mind and think about your doors. Think about how they are being created, why they're being created. I want you to get deep into that imaginary thing. Play 5-year-old again. And when you're ready, say, I'm ready. See, this is what I mean by we don't always do readings here. We help people in their magical life, in their mundane life. Doesn't matter. If this is what they need to help, that's what I help them. Open door. Do you feel a difference in energy now? Rate how I want you to rate how you feel the energy is 1 through 10. 10 being the strongest you've felt, 1 being the weakest you've felt. You can tell me where it's hitting home, but not necessary. Open door is all I'm saying. Okay, open door. Changing energy. Does it still feel okay to you? What do you feel now? Does this an energy feel like you should be stopping, or does it feel like an energy you can still let in that open door or not? Put the right door up. It should be closed door. Tell me when the feeling is gone. I'm not changing my energy until you say you don't feel it anymore. Tell me when you feel it stopped. I need your permission. Screen door. I'm just telling you to put a screen door up now. Just so you can feel the difference. And where you're right. It should have been a door number 3 choice. But now, imagine the same energy, but with a screen door. Now, feel the same energy with an open door. Is it really aggressive, or is it helpful aggressive? Trust your feelings, trust your intuition. Just like Yoda said.
Trust your ears. Yes, trust your. Use the horse, Luke. Use the horse.
Okay, sorry. Okay, so it was aggressive, yes, but it wasn't meant to be harmful, but strong. Now Fort Knox that bad bitch. Fort Knox right now. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you hard. That's what I want. More, 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 stronger. You can do better. Come on. You're not even trying. That's more like it. That's more like it. You learned how to put up a Fort Knox door real fast, didn't you? What did it feel like, though? I didn't even warn you. What did it feel like, though? Why did you feel calm? Because I'm not really intending to hurt you here. If I was really intending to hurt you here, I would have done so. I told you to put up a Fort Knox door and threw nothing at you to see if you could feel anything from that point. That's the point, my friend. You did it in one easy step. You stopped the energy from feeling it even when it has to be the lightest, most happiest feeling I sent you at that moment. Had to be the lightest, happiest feeling. I was saying I was being aggressive, but was I really being aggressive? See, this is what we have to train you how to pick up on the energies of. That's what you have to train yourself how to feel. Now, if I were to really tell you that I was going to go full tilt kitty, not hold back, and I was going to actually endanger your psychic self, would you be up for that experiment? Or are you not willing to go that far? Because it's a new energy and a new technique. I'm really asking what you're ready for. Because I'm not throwing dangerous shit your way if you're not ready for it. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry, I won't put your life on the line or nothing like that. Yeah, okay, good. See? Already making better choices because you're understanding it now. Do you see how you just created a way to shield, a way to ground and center, and now tell me, how does your personal energy feel after that entire experience? Right now, do you feel drained? Because that was the whole point of this. Do you still feel drained? Thank you. Because you utilize the energy wisely. Now you know how to do it. Now you have to practice it. Much harder. Especially when you feel those other energies coming your way again. Especially when you start feeling it when you're doing readings for others. Yeah, I'm a teacher. I'm a teacher at heart. I taught spiritual classes for 15 years with the core of other teachers, and this is all we taught people how to do. That's all we taught people how to do, is to trust their intuition, to learn how to visualize, to learn how to believe in the impossible, that is impossible is possible. That's all we tried to do. We lived in the earth. We lived as close to the earth as possible without becoming weird monk people in the middle of the forest somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Not that we didn't have our weird monkey moments, okay? And I mean, hold to the moment, okay? Because there were some very serious rituals I have been a part of. You will be when you're ready to be. Don't rush it. When you are ready, the student will appear. When you are ready, the student will appear. Remember these words and remember them well. That when you are ready, the student will appear. And you will be ready to be a teacher. That's when you'll know you're ready. And the second you think you got an ego about yourself, watch your student come back and teach you something. I mean, really. Trust me. Even people I've mentored and helped have come back to teach me shit I didn't know how to do myself. You know, people who I thought might not be living up to their own path, but they hell helped me live my path. During that time, they weren't that broken person. They were a spiritual being who's just trying to help me be a better spiritual being. You know?
Have you got another one there?
I'm doing it now. Sorry. Nah, I'm gonna wait a little bit longer to do the green, honestly, because you know, I like the headspace I'm in, because I think this is where I think I give the best advice. When I do my green days, they're more psychic than they're, logically. I'm very logically minded because most of my life I've had to be. I had to think things out logically because I act out of emotion most of the time. My stalemate position is emotional overload by the highest degree. What I stop myself from being is that emotional overload. To everybody else, I don't like to vomit my energy on everybody. And sometimes what you're feeling is called ritual high too, that you've been in that energy for so long that when you're finally out of that energy, that's what feels draining to you. But it should still feel good afterwards, like you just got done having a workout kind of a feeling. And maybe a little sore, but feeling like you did something important, you know what I'm saying? Instead of flexing those muscles, you're flexing all the muscles. And anytime you want more coaching, more mentoring, more advice, more technique, come ask me. I'm right here. Anytime. Thank you. That's because I'm living my truth. I'm living the best life I could be living right now. Because I am in my element right here, right now. This is me. Why wouldn't my aura be glowing like a fucking, boomer? Sometimes I wonder how strong it is. I feel like I have to pull it back a lot for people sometimes. Because I do know how powerful my energy can be. Now this is my opinion, but I know I have the ability to change destinies and fates. I can see multiple different timelines on a multi-dimensional level. So what I do is I help you find the right timeline to get to the destiny you are meant to have. My cards help me navigate that timeline so that I tell you what signs you need to see in order to get that outcome you want or hear the answers you want to hear. Then I listen to my guides when they tell me certain messages, and sometimes when not to tell you certain things. So it's a very unique exchange between me and the higher power that I allot myself, and I have to trust that implicitly. I don't question that in any way, shape, or form. I trust that so much that it is basically breathing for me. I can't not do it. I love myself implicitly. Even though I'm currently working on some shit, even though I'm currently working on some personal things, yeah. But you know what? I'm still growing in positive ways. I'm still trying to learn. I'm still trying to listen. That shows wisdom, not anything else. Oh, that's an interesting question there, Cozy, because I have this very thing that happens to me myself. So, okay, now this is personally my experience only, okay? I don't know how other psychics do it, but this is what it is like. Okay, when you get chosen to get this gift, okay? And it is a choice that you choose it back in return as well. So if you ever don't want it, you don't have to keep it, okay? First and foremost, it's a choice. It's a choice to be of service while you're here in this lifetime doing this exact thing that you're doing. So, when you tap into it, you tap into that energy, you're seeing echoes of us. We have lived this life before. This exact universe that has lived 1 second behind us or 1 second in front of us. They're so close to us that we sometimes either see the very clear past or the very visual future. Some of us can see 10 steps ahead. Some of us can see 10 steps behind. Some of us can see what's happening right now. So, when you're going into that moment where you're tapping into that higher level, right? You're basically connecting yourself like a high-speed internet information highway, and you've got the biggest world supercomputer in the entire universe, because the human brain is way more effective than any computer on earth, bar none. The human mind is the best computer on earth, and it gives you this download of information. It lets you see all of that information all at once. The 1 second behind, the 1 second in front of you, and the 1 second right now. So you're seeing like 3 to 4 different realities happening all at the same time. But where you do is now you bring it back into focus where we're at now here in our world, where we're a world of true balance. That means everything is exactly balanced in this world. Nothing's more than the other. We're all truly balanced here. That's the benefit of being this universe here. Okay? Because if all things are in true balance, then magic and science go hand in hand. All of that fun stuff, you know? And when you're... the reason you know certain things is because part of you has already lived that. Part of you has already seen those things. And whether you realize it or not, you're picking up on that. So that's part of what you're seeing and picking up there, Cozy. Oh, I know she's smiling right now. Because she knows I'm doing exactly what she always wanted me to do. She waited for me to be like this. It was a hard road. Trust me, I had to go through a lot of personal growth to get here. And I know she's proud of that because she knows I didn't do it for her. I finally did it for myself, and that's what she's the most proud of. I know she's as proud of me for all that I've accomplished since then. I have no doubt in my mind she's at peace and happy with everything. So thank you for that wonderful message, but thank you very much. I don't always hear her voice or see or feel her energy around me because I don't need to. It's always been there. It will be there to the end of my days. Me and my mom had a connection, just kind of like me and my wife have a connection, you know? It wasn't romantic, but it was still a connection. She passed certain torches to me. I'm doing my best to carry that torch. I wish I could, I don't have enough contact with our families to do anything about what's going on right now. I just don't have a vehicle to do that with, okay? And I'm kind of the black sheep of the family, not really like unwanted in any way, really loved, really cared for, all of that important stuff, even accepted. I'm just the weird kid on the block that no one, understands. you know? Because not everyone's meant to have this gift. Unfortunately. Not everyone's meant to have this gift. I'm not even a certified anything. I haven't been certified by any institution at all, except the Universal Life Ministries, because I signed a document that said I wanted to marry people who were of same sex, because I thought that was, But she might already be an amazing healer, just not in the way you think she should be an amazing healer. Maybe your sister is the catalyst for healing. We all need something to push us forward. Right. In here in America, psychism is kind of a taboo subject for a lot of people, so there's no real certification to even get. I can get a document. I could go to school for this and that and that and this to prove that I have some kind of a psychology degree, but that would be about all I could get. Becoming an actual ordained minister by a church is never been in my. Please stay open if I can. If you're gonna go back to sleep.
No.
Okay then. If you were going to go back to sleep, I'd say close it. So, and my heritage is from Sweden. My family was a part of the new Lafando, what is it called? New Sweden project here in Minnesota. So we were part of the New Sweden project here in Minnesota. My family were the farmers that helped bring those communities up and fed them and stuff like that. We were That's what my family. We were also supposed to be royalty of some sort, but we were so removed from royalty it wasn't funny. You know, it was we were the cousins of cousins of cousins of cousins of cousins of cousins. Yeah, my great 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 grandfather might have been king of Norway at one point, but that was a long time ago. I think it was 4 or 5 greats ago. Was supposed to be the king of Norway. Ooh, yay! I feel so privileged. Please, 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 with my privilege. Yeah, that's what I think about it. But Norway, Sweden, and German is my heritage, so we come from that. And like I said, they were very, very much strong Swedish influences in my family. Oh, the oyster stews and the cakes and the fucking soups. Oh my god. It's askably easy to make a soup any day of the week. They were cooks and chefs and people who fed people, you know, and they loved to do it. And they lived very close in the faith of, you know, baptism and the Baptist church. That's what they believed in at that time. Methodist Baptist. So, you know, that's where I grew up in heritage. And I didn't have an aversion to church. It just didn't make sense to me. It never made sense to me. When I heard about certain things in the Bible, they made absolutely no sense. And other things made absolute sense. So, and I've read every kind of Bible you can read. I've read the Quran, I've read the Bible, I've read the Torah, at least English version, as close to the best English version I can get. Usually the For Dummies version, because, you know, I need it simple, but still a basic understanding of it. You know, at least I took the time to understand their faith before I judged their faith, and I don't judge faith. I've read things on Buddha. I know everything about ancestry culture in Japan and China and the way they believe things. I even try to take in consideration what things I don't know, that people who never share what they believe in or how they believe in it, you know, people I will never ever meet in my entire existence who I could care less what they believe in. Do you think I think when I have a 420 pain relief hit, a 10 to 50 milligram hit lasts about 5 to 10 seconds. And that's it for an hour. See? Try to use it like a medicine, not like I'm trying to get high. So, you know, Cozy, that's what I'm here to do. I have always wanted to be a teacher. Here I get to be a teacher. I wanted to be someone who someone could come to and find answers to my truth and what I can give to people. That's what I did. And that's great. I use cannabis for pain relief only. I'm not trying to get high using this stuff. But I like more natural remedies than any other kind of remedy. I don't like it in a pill form if I can have it naturally the same way. Yes, I have to take about 30 pills a day, so you can understand why I don't want to take any more. So that's just medications I need to take to keep my body running and keep my brain working the way I need it to be working. You know? So I take medications for health reasons, and everything I do is usually for health reasons. I can't say I haven't used this to get high. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sit here and lie, but yeah, and some people use CBD oils, and that's just as good. I don't respond well to CBD. It does not do anything for me. The cannabinoids are different in the CBD oil than it is in the actual live living plant. There's something different and the vapes I can't do. I'd rather dab it. Dabs are a little bit easier to control. You can control the amount. You control how hot you got it. All of that stuff, and you get one. It's more. But you know, that's my personal opinion. I'm not saying my opinion is the greatest opinion. Don't do drugs if they're gonna cause harm to people, yourself or others, don't do anything that I do. Go get your own research. Decide for yourself if this is what's right for you. Talk to your doctor, because I've talked to my doctor about my use. They are very aware of how much I use and when I use it and why I use it. It's a part of my plan. I just don't go pay $50 billion to get it, okay? And I have a very cool pot dude. Hey, Swifty! Welcome in, Swift Sticks. DJ, gamer, cool ass man, extraordinaire. One of my biggest supporters. Welcome in, VIP. You demand. No, you demand. No, you demand. Gotta go check this dude out too. There he played Call of Duty and all of that. Yeah. So, and I really try not to overuse it too much, honestly, because even though it's not as expensive as it could be, it's still an expensive thing to buy. And it goes fast sometimes. Even using it correctly, it can go fast sometimes. And there is a danger of addiction. It may not be a chemical addiction, but it's a mental addiction to not having that pain in your life. And that's what you become addicted to. And that's what causes problems. So, I have my 1 or 2 days a month where I use it for, I just want to zone out and watch silly shit on TV. Not gonna lie. But most of it's for pure, utter-rated, I need pain relief. I almost choked on my coffee this morning. That was not fun. I had a pot hack at the wrong moment. Ooh. Almost went live with a look. Well, I wouldn't have been able to go live. I was way before I was streaming earlier. I didn't see the light. I wasn't meant to go yet. I did have to bang on my chest a couple of times and kind of kick whatever the hell was out on my lung there, causing me issue. So anyway, guys, and that's what I like to do. I like to teach. I've learned a lot about dreams and psychology and self-help and overcoming depression, better dating techniques, all the things that I've had to learn, how to better socialize with people. I had to take a class on how to be a better social person because I didn't know how to do it. And that was when I was really young, but to grow up and be different than everybody else and not understand why. Now I love those differences, but didn't always understand those differences. Oh, my knee. I've got to go get this knee looked at. So I'm on the spectrum of a lot of different things. The stupid thing is, the crazy about of it is, I'm on every single spectrum that would tell you I should be on that spectrum, but I'm just under a 5% margin that doesn't qualify me as certain things. And so if I'm I would have no doubt I have ADHD, autism. I'm on the high end spectrum of creativity when it comes to things like that, but I also know I have a learning disability where it usually takes me 3 or 4 times as long as normal people to learn. I learn visually, I don't learn book-wise, and I've had to overcome a lot of obstacles because I didn't understand things. There were some really good teachers and some really bad teachers in there who helped me understand. And who didn't help me a single bit at all. They aren't even worth remembering. That's how much I don't remember them. But I remember them being there. I remember. Being told by 3 different teachers I will never amount to anything. I'll be lucky to work at a McDonald's the rest of my life. Teacher actually said those words to me. I was supposed to be a functional idiot. Basically, I proved them all wrong. Haha. I've done so many different things. People think I have no purpose in life. I've had a purpose for every damn thing I've ever done. Everything I've ever accomplished in my life has been from... Yeah, and and that's why I went to go get myself retested for some of those things. And still, 2 underneath the margin to be qualified as those things. So when you're trying to qualify yourself for disability, you have to be a certain percentage of something in order for them to qualify you as that. Now, things like ADHD are a little bit less scrutinized than things like autism, because autism has a real chemical reaction kind of a thing to it as well. And ADHD has it as well, but there's controversial and honest to good psychology on those subjects too as well. So, hey, Tansy! There's my baby streamer. Everyone say hi to my baby streamer. I'm so proud of this young lady. She's got a hand cam. She's putting out her tarot. Here's another beautiful tarot reader you all have to figure out and find out. My best Tansy's in the chat. I'm so proud of my baby streamer. She's one of the people I felt the need to help. Have I helped her a lot? Not really. But I've encouraged her. But I am her Twitch dad, like she says. She's my Twitch daughter. I have a Twitch son and a Twitch daughter. You've just met my daughter. I talk to my son a lot more than I talk to my daughter, unfortunately. I wonder why that is. But that's okay. And I'm grateful that you say that. I'm humbled by that, honestly. So, I know I've done a lot for people in my life. And I'm very, very understanding that my help does not go unnoticed. But I try to have a very humble attitude about it. No, I don't have a cold. I've been really nasally issue. Have been nasally issue lately. Has just been off the charts. Really, congested and stuff like that. So, I think it might be a little bit of light hay fever, honestly. But usually I get my my allergies act up really early spring and really late fall. It's a little early for late fall allergies to start, so.
The only thing cold in here is you. Oh, where have you been? I'm so cold.
A lot of you, I just want to step out of the screen and give you a big squishy hug. But you're one of those people. I probably should. Problem is, there some I know decent diffuser with some eucalyptus would help. I've tried everything to help this nasal shit. I've tried the eucalyptus. I use nasal spray. Blah 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 blah. You know what? I'm not worried about it. We get to spend what time we get to spend with one another. Every moment is precious to me. It don't matter how little or how much we get to spend with one another. Yeah, Vicks on the OG, really. Even Vicks doesn't really help all that much with me. Like I said, most of my nasal stuff is not a smell issue. It's a deviated septum issue. That means that my nose doesn't correctly align enough, and it's been that way for so long that the nerve endings have basically kind of fried because they weren't being used anymore. So I don't even smell Vicks. I don't even smell the eucalyptus. Not even being right here sometimes. I feel them sometimes, don't always smell them. So usually I can smell really foul things pretty well. I smell foul better than I smell sweet. Yeah, I know. I could get. There's an operation you can get done, and you know what? I just never thought it was that important. I figured, it was that. It was. Okay, whatever. Do I really want to go through a nose surgery? I mean, you can kind of see it a little bit in my nose sometimes. See, what happened was I was robbed. Yep. I do the nasal flushing once a week. I nasally flush my nose once a week. So it's not like I haven't tried things, guys. You're telling me to do everything I've tried ever in my life. But I was robbed and punched directly into my nose, which caused the deviated septum, and some of that damage did damage the sensory, some of the sensory stuff in there that picks up scent. Parts of my smell will never return because of that incident. They did the uppercut nose thingy you can do to cause people, and I was 16. I was driving. They didn't get it. I didn't have any money to steal. They almost tried to steal my car, but they couldn't break the window. So, because I did leave my keys in the car running, and I was like, I got out of there with my life. It was 4 different guys too. It wasn't just like it was one guy. It was 4 different guys in a very tight space. I went to one of the apartments that were across the street from where our pizzas were being made, where the place I was delivering it was right across the street. So I basically walked over there with, I mean, it was like a 5-second drive to the back end of it. You know what I'm saying? Get in, ring the bell, waiting for these people to come down to get their pizzas, and then all of a sudden, 4 people are rushing me, and one person's punching me in the nose. My glasses fall to the ground. I can't see anything. My nose is bleeding. And they're telling me to give me their money. And I go, I don't have any money. You're my first run of the night, you idiots. And I says, I'm not giving you the keys. I can't give you the key to my car. It's in my goddamn car. You want it? Go get it. It's just a car. I have insurance. First thing I do is call 911, get the cops there, start the report process, and say, if there are cameras, I want camera footage taken. I said, I want to press charges if you guys can see the faces. Because it wasn't like they were covering their faces. Okay, so if there was video footage anywhere around, I wanted it. I tried to find the people who tried to rob me, but all they got was a bunch of mushed up pizza. Because they're the ones who mushed it up. That's all they could take from me was mushed up pizza. Like I said, I was just starting my day off. I didn't even have $20 on me for the day. Maybe I had $5 in ones on me that they never found because I was too stunned to think about the $5 I had in my wallet. The pizza. But they ordered that pizza in lieu of robbing me. So it wasn't an honest order. It was to rob me. And they thought they ordered enough pizza that I would bring enough money to rob me of that money. Didn't work because we were always instructed to be less than that amount. If they had to make change for that, they had to find a smaller bill. We couldn't make change over a 50 under any circumstances whatsoever. So we never brought enough money to break a 50. If the order was ever that big, and they wanted to, except for maybe some money that we made on the road sometimes, and we all had our hiding spots, and we knew to keep money safe because we lived in a very dangerous area in Brooklyn Center. That store I worked at was not exactly the safest place to operate business, okay? A lot of gangs and a lot of shit that I witnessed down there. Even a friend who got murdered right in front of him. Well, got murdered in the night. That was a very dear friend of mine at the time that I saw lost their life because a stupid, idiot kid was all off of trying to prove himself to some gang, and then he gets, So, story time always happens when we don't have anybody in the reading queue. So I always like telling stories. So, but that's how I ended up with the smell thingy. And back then, the deviated septum surgery was expensive. And because it was something that happened to me at work, I was trying to get it. And then by the time I filed the appropriate paperwork for workers' comfort and stuff like that, it became less and less more important to me. I just forgot about it over time and became lazy, honestly. Coffee time. I mean, what do you want to know? Ask me a question, I'll tell you about it. To the best of my abilities. Want to know how I do something? Ask. Want to know more about my life? Ask. Want a reading? Jump in the queue. Don't need a reading? Want to visit? Hi, nice to see you guys. I love you. Especially my baby streamer. Isn't she just the cutest thing? I just want to grab her cheeks and go. Although I have no idea what you look like, but eh. I don't need to know what you look like to know what you look like. Did I finish that cigarette? No, I don't think I did. Let's play some music for a while. How about that?
Nuclear map. We were having good runs on the nuclear map at the start.
Because it's all original music. That's why. It's all original music that I created. So they can't mute the music because usually what stops your music from being played is TOS or copyright music strikes. So they mute your music because it's copyright. Since I'm the original maker of these songs, they don't need to be blocked. They're original songs by me. So, and how do I avoid them from getting blocked? I don't play any commercial vehicle. I go through, you know, that Suno app. Okay, I'm going to show you this episode, coolest fucking site I have ever found in my life. Okay? Okay, this is the site. This is how you find my playlist, but you can also write and create your own songs. Now, all of the lyrics I wrote. All of the style choices I chose, but it did create the music behind a lot of the songs. That's where I didn't do a lot of it unless I sang that specific melody into a generator where it copied what I sang. There's only a couple of songs like that in it, but how I get away from that is I also keep it low. I don't play it for a long time sometimes, and that I do, you know, I try to keep it as that background. But because I own the music, they have no need to block it. You know, I'm not copywriting anyone. Can't copyright myself.
Good luck, homies. Get those meds in. Is your hand doing good today? No. Guys, I honestly, I think I broke my hand. Which is crazy. I've broken my right hand so many times.
See, this is my own voice here. You see it? You hear it? Now it's going to turn into, because this is what I sang originally. Now you're about to hear it come into the crescendo soon. But this is how I originally started to sing the song. I sang this into an original AI that copied my voice and even the words that I created. So now, moving it forward just a tiny bit, here comes the music part being added to it based on what I've sung so far.
Jess has all the strength for you.
Now, here's what I asked it to do. Finally Free was supposed to be a flute. Sorry, I gotta get to the right song. Okay, backdoor, room blues, dungiest, grungiest blues has real depth and soul and kind of bluesy. That's what I asked it to do to make this version of this song. So yes, this is a song that if you were to play without my permission could be viewed as copyrighted because of the AI generation music that I've already used. So does Suno own part of that song as well. So it's a dual partnership. We both own the rights to that song. If it became popularized, maybe I would have more stake in it than they would because I wrote the original lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but the reason they mute your mods is because you're playing commercialized music that has been because in the 80s, I don't know if you remember it or not, but there was this place called Napster, which was basically a movie streaming service. It was Spotify before Spotify. But where Spotify does better than that did, and when it was giving away the rights to people's songs without making them pay for that right in the first place. So they were just giving it free-based music away when those were people who actually fucking worked hard on that, and they were stealing people's songs before it could even be released. So no one went and bought the song because if you got it for free, you didn't buy the song. Someone already bought it, put it online, and you could buy it. Now we've turned that into Spotify now because they learned they can't stop it anymore. They can either give into it and make people pay a service to get no commercials, which gives them revenue and all of that fun stuff. You know what I'm saying? But the reason that that music that you want to play, that even a song like Youngblood's, the new Youngblood song, right? The new Youngblood song, what is it called? I Want to Love You Baby, something like that. But it's an old classic Queen song too. Those rights had to, okay, I Was Made for Loving You Baby. So we're back from an ad in case you were hoping I would continue this conversation. Here we go again. But I was talking a little bit, and that's what I was trying to explain is the reason it gets flagged is because that right belongs to the artist who made it. They deserve to get compensated for their work. So in order to stop you from stealing their music and using it without their permission, getting their benefit is, even if it's 10 cents on every time that song is played, that 10 cents adds up over time, okay? That many times it's played by that many people adds up. And when you're basically taking somebody's food off of their plate doing that. Artists are treated like this in every respect, whether it be a physical artist or a music artist, because artists are the easiest to take advantage of because we truly just want to create. But we also want to get paid for what we create. You know what I'm saying? So, that's how that's why I switched to the Suno app for that specific reason. I can play every last song here and I won't get any copyright because this is the only place where these songs are played. You can go to YouTube and actually go hear these songs now. So if you want to see, it actually just showed up in there. That YouTube playlist right there that was up there that I just put in the chat there not too long ago are all the songs I've created up to date with the video versions of those songs. That means you get to see the lyrics as well as the video. Not all of them play all the way through. That's not me. Okay? Ready to get back into readings, guys? Sounds like a great idea to me. Monroe, welcome in, my friend. You're first up. Actually, I'm going to start to cleanse this cards off for you while you give me your numbers and or question for today. Welcome in, Monroe. Welcome to see you back. Awesome. That's right. Opening queue has been open. Now jump in that queue, guys. You're ready to rock and roll. General, or do you have a specific question, Monroe? Okay. Just I like to check in with the people who get their readings. All right. Now, here we go. Wait, I don't do 16 shuffles. You know that. 1 through 10, buddy. I was going to say, wait a minute. I don't do 16 shuffles. 1 through 10 shuffle. 1 through 52. Answer amount. Okay. Sorry, but those are the rules. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No God cards. And you want a general reading. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the 7s are. Wow. Interesting, my friend Monroe. Interesting. You have all Arcana cards in this reading. That means that this is a very direct message to you, buddy. Okay? So I don't say this with any illusions. This one, I think you really need to hear. Okay? So, you have my mom's card. And I don't know if you've been here for this before, but even if you've heard it before, you need to hear it again. My mom was the sweetest, most loving, caring woman you could have ever asked for in a mother. But she gave so much of herself all the time to everybody else, never feeling her own need, her own desire for her own goals, her own dreams. She lived for everybody else and everything else. She did this so much so she made herself sick. She drank herself when I was a little boy at nights to forget the pain and loss of not having my father in her life anymore. She was raising 2 boys on her own, and she had to learn something that I think you have to learn still. That it is about time you give and take, that you can grow in light, that you can grow in dark, that you don't need to worry about where you grow, just that you grow, that you give and take both equally back in return for that which you have given. It's time to start treating yourself right. This mother's advice comes to you with another 3 messages I want you to hear, and I'm not going to even scream them at you, because I normally do, because I think that's the only way to get through to some people. But honestly, that's not the way I need to get through to you. So listen up. You have to start to believe in your power. You have to start to believe that you are all you ever needed, that you are all you ever wanted, that this is your moment, this is your time to own that power, to know that that power resides within you and only you, because it's your power that you wield. Number 2, you are loved. You are loved by more people than you will ever know. There are more people who love you now than love some people in even history. Even the greatest fan and star on stage does not know the kind of love you do, because you have genuine, true love, the kind of compassionate love that has been with you your whole life. You are loved, my friend, by so many people. Start loving yourself. And number 3, and the final thing you need to hear is, you can cross your destiny line or you can stay behind it. But it is time to own your destiny, the one you're ready to fulfill, the one you're ready to say to us what you want, what you need, what you want your life to look like by the time you leave this world. Now, with that being said, it is time to communicate physically. Start to do something better for yourself starting today. I don't care what it is, but something physically you can start doing better for yourself. Today, above all days, start doing something mentally good for yourself, no matter what that is today. Spiritually, whether you believe in a higher power or the power of yourself, start to believe in it, because it is the thing that will drive you forward. It's time to start to trust yourself and the universe. Communicate in a physical, mental, and spiritual way. Bring these 3 balls into focus, and only those 3 balls into focus. Then you will truly find your path forward. And tell us what you want and need. Last but not least, Cozy, you can't do this without any personal responsibility anymore. You have to step up to the fucking plate. Sorry, Monroe. Wrong person. Looked at the wrong person's name. Sorry. Monroe. It's time to step up to the plate and own your path. Tell the universe what you want. Be as descriptive and as detailed as you want. But you are having to give up something here too. You have to give up the doubt, the fear, the I can'ts, the it won'ts, the all the things that stopped you before need to be given to them. They will take it all from you so that you can accomplish your goal and dream. They are telling you, step out to the plate and tell us how you want your life to be. We will give you everything you ask for. But if you don't live up to the things you say you want, that means if you don't accept the things that are coming your way are good things, then we will hit you over the head with them until you realize just how good you got it. I hope they don't have to knock you all the way back down to what feels like a starting point again for you to get the message that they've been trying to tell you. Just how loved, respected, and how much power you actually have, Monroe. Why are you going through all of this right now? Because it's time to take a leap of faith, my friend. Because you have been waiting for this moment. This is it. This is your moment to trust for once in your life something you can't explain. You can do it. Stephanie's not wrong here. All is being asked of you is to take a jump. You have safety gear. You have people there to support you. You have, oh my God, do you have a nice, comfortable pillow of things waiting for you on the ground? But they can't make you jump. They can't make you. They have to allow you the opportunity to jump and fly, baby bird, fly. Because it is your turn. Please hear them. Because they are definitely speaking to you today. All major arcana cards and any reader's deck will tell you that if there was ever a serious time to listen to where you need to correct your life at, you're at that point right now. And I'm deadly serious about this shit. So, I mean, it's all good stuff because it's loving yourself, Okay, that's not that hard. Communicating better. Okay, I think I can do that. Owning up to the power that I say I want to have. Taking a leap of faith and trusting it will happen exactly the way I see it in my head. Did it for fucking 40 years. Before I even found, well, 35 years. It took me 35 years to reach the destiny where I actually met my one true love. That doesn't mean my destiny was fulfilled. I didn't meet my fulfilling destiny till I was 49 years old. And that's this year. Because this was the year I accepted what my path truly meant and what I was truly meant here to do. The first year I truly accepted it. I've accepted it, but not truly accepting. Truly accepting it and all that. Okay, we're going to get to doing other readings here. Sorry. I babble. All right, moving on to, hey, welcome in, Paz. Welcome in, first time chatter. Welcome to the stream. Hope you enjoy yourself. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the stream up until your turn. I will ask you to do a couple things for me. Please, if you have a question, please let me know in simple terms what that question is when it is your turn. I will ask you to pick numbers. Those numbers are on the screen, but in case you need to be reminded, 1 through 10 is your shuffle amount, and 1 through 52 is your answer amount. Now, when it gets to be your turn, I will ask you this one more time, and everything else I will explain along the way. With that said, moving forward. All right, cleansing shuffle time for Tansy. All right. Jesus, they're already starting to talk, and I haven't even started asking them if they're ready yet. What, do they need to talk to you, huh? Higher ups are cool. Ooh. Like I said, and I'm also kind of dealing with a little bit of coffee going down the wrong tube earlier. I'm not quite sure I fully got it all out yet, honestly. Some residue phlegm, you know what I'm saying? Kind of rolling back up the wrong way. Yeah. I don't think you want to know about that stuff, but yeah, no, just in case. I know you're wondering what I'm doing. Okay. Tuning in is what I'm doing. Because here we go with your reading, Tansy. And you want to do 4 and 5. What do the higher-ups have to tell you today? 1, 2, God cards. 3, 4. I knew you were getting God cards. You have a 3 God card message. I'm willing to bet that's physical, mental, and spiritual there. And then your 5th card is 1, 2, 3, 4. And what does the universe need Tansy to know? Ooh, are we ready? All right. All right. Good news so far. Better news so far. All right. What is it? And why? Simple, easy fix. So Tansy, you know, I will kick your butt all day long, but I don't think you need a butt kicking. I think you need a subtle reminder just how good you are right now. Because I don't think you need to hear how much you're not doing it right. I need you to know just how much you are doing it right. The universe has seen your potential grown by leaps and bounds. They've seen you open up those leaves and take in the sun. They've seen you take in the inspiration of the wind's truth. They've seen that fire burn within you. They've seen the emotional freedom to allow yourself to be free of who you are truly. And understanding that that potential is finally being realized. because you feel it. This is my purpose in some way, shape, or form. What I am doing as far as a streamer, what I'm doing in life, and what I'm doing outside of things that people know nothing about. I am seeing the truest potential within myself open up. And then we have the Great Oak card, which means reaching a stage of maturity. Reaching the stage of maturity where my life is exactly the way I want it to be. It looks like it is the way I want it to be. Smells like it, tastes like it, XYZ. Right? So if I have everything that I've ever wanted right in front of my face, and I am more put together than I have ever been, that means I still have much to grow on and still learn, but I'm well on my way to healthy growth for a change. This always means having the inside match the outside. But where we're getting into danger here, or advice like you asked for, is they still see you putting up boundaries. Boundaries you don't need to hide behind anymore. Believing in your power and your strength of what you know you can do. Not hiding behind whether or not you think you are going to hurt someone or not. Sometimes we have to be that catalyst for change. To be the real thing that someone needs to hear today, you have to be willing to hurt to heal. And I know how much of a beautiful heart you have. And I know how hard it is to say, I don't want to hurt anybody. But every time you give that advice, they have to decide whether they listen to you or don't listen to you. And that ice block is just about putting up barriers in your way. What barriers are keeping you from feeling or experiencing what you need to feel to gain the kind of attainment you want in life? If you're growing so much here and here, why do you still feel like you have to keep yourself safe from things so much still? If everything is happening the way I'm seeing it here, why do you still feel like you have to be protected? And I'm not talking about protection from evil things that are going to come eat you and gobble you up in this universe. I'm talking about protection as far as what you need to experience and go through to gain the necessary experience to know how to deal with them. You know, some barriers are there to be broken. Some ice blocks are meant for you to smash through. You know what I'm saying, Tansy? And the only thing that they're asking you to do, and the reason for this is all happening, is to refocus you back on the positive again. Because you shine down that beautiful sunlight, that positivity that you can bring in. You melt that ice. You make those buds grow. You are melting the ice to feed the buds to make you grow even stronger. We shine the light down on the barriers so that they will be broken free of, so that we will grow and find even more our own true potential, so we will be even more that of which we are truly meant to be. That's confirmation, sweetheart. That's the literal word of confirmation. And I think you see that. Yeah, learning is good for everyone. And you're no stranger to learning. But at least you're taking it in the right way this time. It's not a, oh, poor me this time. It's a, I'm really learning something very valuable from this lesson. Thank you. Right? Hopefully. I don't know. What do I know anyway? I'm just some strange old dude on the internet. God cards. Physical. Mental. Spiritual. I already knew what they were once I got them. So here are your God cards, Tansy. Yeah, I know I'm your Twitch chat, but sometimes Papa's gotta be mean. Sometimes Papa has to give you the tough love in order to give you the best loving advice he can. Good news, I don't have to give you tough love. I have to give you love. You can break free of what you think people need to know about you when you're ready to break free of it in a real physical way. You don't have to show more or less of yourself than you want to. You don't have to let them see more of you than you are ready to see. What they are seeing is enough. What they are viewing is enough. You don't have to give them more than what you are giving right now. Honor the image you show them, but really understand what that reflects in you. That's all they want you to do in a physical way. What does this reflect on me? If you like what you see, keep doing it. If something doesn't feel right, adjust it. Next, on a mental level, you start to see the world in a new, different way. Maybe seeing possibility, maybe seeing strength where weakness once was. Maybe looking at the world and really looking at how lucky you actually have it for once. Because maybe the bounty is so prevalent and so much you haven't stopped to see how much there is around you. And maybe you see it and maybe you don't see it. But the point is to open up that third eye too. You can't just look for the bounties that your own two human eyes can see. Look for the bounty you can't see. And let that become something that mentally guides you. The spiritual hard path. I know. We're thinking more hard path talk from me to you, right? Well, the hard path doesn't necessarily mean that you're not making it through the difficult times, that you have made it through the difficult time. That this isn't the card telling you of what you need to accomplish, but what you've already accomplished. That you've already made it past that end of that path. Now is the time to let this soak into your life spiritually, so you know how to trust this feeling, so you know how to trust yourself, so you know how to overcome obstacle and stay true to your passions without burning out. See the world for how it really is. Break free from that image. See the world for how it really is and appreciate it as such. You've been through the hardest. Now allow yourself to soak it all in so you can keep living that positive life you wish. That is your reading there, your best Tansy. My Twitch daughter, my beautiful Twitch daughter. And where I'm feeling a lot, Tansy, right now, is you should be very proud. You should be very, very proud of yourself. And I think you don't... Hey, someone came to tell you it's going to be okay. Okay, someone said it's going to be okay, Tansy. No matter what you're going through right now, Willow came to say it's going to be okay. An extra card that just popped up right there on the table for you. Okay. Alright, tell me this shit don't work. Stephanie, it is definitely your turn. Pause. You're next in line. Welcome in, first time chatter. Sorry, I do take as long as I take with each person. As much as I want to hurry them up, I don't have a time limit on anybody. I go until I feel like they don't need to hear anything anymore. So I hope you are enjoying the readings, and I hope you're enjoying your time here. Thank you for coming here and giving me your time and a lurk. I appreciate that more than you'll know. All right, so what is coming for you? Let me get tuned into these ones. Ooh, okay. So 10 and 5, what is coming for Stephanie? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. No God cards for you this time. 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and see. Let me wait. This might be too many. 1, 2, 3. Yep, I almost did it bad. I almost did you wrong. Oops. I got it though. Alright, what's coming for... Yeah. Sorry. Little bit of the morning yawns. Now let's take that up. So, yeah. It can mean different things in different positions though, Stephanie. So, remember, this is just to help you, okay? So, and get that information for what's coming for you, okay? These are not set in stone. So don't get yourself all worried because you see a card named Ice. First, you should know and be proud of that you are exactly where you need to be as far as your maturity level. You moved past the past and accepted a new, different future. We have accepted ourselves for who we are. We're owning up to our path now. We're owning up to our purpose now. We're owning up to the right kind of things. We're finally doing it. What we said we wanted to do is finally being shown to us. Okay? So, and that means that you've overcome that whatever unmaturity level you were thinking you were at one point, you surpassed that. Whatever work you thought you needed to be doing, you no longer need to do. Whatever problems or issues used to be in your way should either not be in your way anymore or not be worthy of your thought. Okay? You got to a certain spot. That's what the Ice card is about. It's not about the blocks you're putting in your way. Maybe it's about the barriers you need to put up. Because you got it in the present. Okay? An ice block can also be a protective thing. Not always for getting it. So you know how you've been feeling all of this energy and overwhelmed recently? That you've really been feeling this anxious like energy, this I don't know what to do with myself like energy? You know why you've been feeling that? Because you have yet to put up the right kind of barriers blocking you from the energy that is not working with you. You are not working with that energy. That energy isn't working against you or anything. It's just natural energy of the earth. We all have that balance, that negative and positive we flow in all day long. And we can hit a wave once in a while. You're hitting a lot of waves, so you forgot to get in your boat. It's basically what you need to remember. Get back in your boat, and sometimes you let the waves carry you. Sometimes you swim with the waves. Sometimes you swim away from the waves. What way are the waves going? But if you don't have that rudder and those oars to steer, you will be directionless. So put up the right kind of barriers that keep you from what you don't need to be feeling right now, and only feel what you're ready to feel. That's why in the future you have a Whale's Joy card. This is my One True Loves card. This is a very beautiful card because it's a wheel breaching the surface of an ocean floor, but it didn't come without effort. That whale had to know for certain it was able to jump out of that surface floor that tall, that long, because it's doing one thing it needs to do. Breathe. Take in that breath of life again. And when I'm exhaling, I'm screaming for joy. Thank you for letting all this untoxicity in my life finally be gone out of my life, so I don't have to deal with it anymore, and I don't have to see it in my life anymore, and now all this crazy shit doesn't have to keep happening to me over and over and over again. Because maybe the problem hasn't been your own stubbornness. Maybe it's been your ability to use your stubbornness to your advantage. Instead of going around the problem, maybe swim through some of these things. Maybe find a way to find joy again and breathing the fresh air anytime you want to. Because you have to start to find joy again where you couldn't find joy before. My wife lived in a very deep depression. Her family members were dying around her. She just found her birth mother and then just lost her birth mother all in the same year. She lost her the people who raised her. The same year she lost a sister, the same year she was surrounded by death. She was surrounded by all of these problems and worries and issues that she kept carrying along with her, like they were tearing her down, like she was trapped in a net. I said, "You're a big ass beautiful whale. Nothing stops you." I said, "You can cut through those fucking beautiful that net and come up for that fresh breath of air. You can do it. If I have to come along and cut the stupid net off, I will." Well, now the reason you're going through this, Stephanie, is to finally reach your ultimate form, to reach beyond what you thought you were capable of, to reach beyond what you thought you could do, to do more than you thought you could ever do. Because believing that you have gained wisdom, but no, you still have much time to grow still. You have gained the wisdom of all of these things. You have gained the wisdom of how to do these, but now you need to put it into practice. And know that you are everything you need to be. That's it. I'm closing the queue down now. Pause. Welcome on in, Pause. If you're still here, pause to the reading room. Pause to the reading room. Hey, New Beans. I just closed the queue down, so if you wanted a reading, I'm sorry. I'm going to do this last one and get the heck out of here. 1 and 52, will love come to you? Okay, 1 through 10 is the first number. That's shuffle amount. 1 through 52, that's where the answers are. Okay. New Beans, I'm not in the mood for you right now. I'm trying to find out what Paz wants to do here. 1 through 10, shuffle amount. 1 through 52, answers amount. Just in case I wasn't clear on my English, or it might be hard to understand me, I'm not sure. I'll give you 63 shuffles. Let me do a cleansing shuffle for you. And you just want a will love come to you reading. Got you. All right, here are your 5 official shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. No God card, so we don't have to worry about that. And the 5th card is 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 5th card is. I still got plenty in my cup. All right, pause. Welcome into my Unknown Prophet Daily Tarot Readings. I am not a sugarcoat kind of tarot reader. I will tell you exactly what I feel you need to hear today. I want to put you on a more positive path and put you on a path that you want to be on. I just like first to say that to first-time people here so they understand. I just tell you what I feel you need to know. Nice to meet you too. All right, so here we go with what you need to hear today about the whole "is love coming to you" question, right? And we'll talk about it after this reading, okay? Stephanie, okay? So will love come to you? Are you ready in there? Pause. Okay, hopefully. Okay, good. So the thing that I'm feeling about the love thingy is that we're ready to fill that that need that we have for a soul person in our life. We have finally done a lot of the work on ourselves, filling our own shit up first before we bring another person into it. We've done a lot of healing work from what I'm feeling, and I'm returning back to the feeling the way I want to feel for me, ready to share this journey with someone who can appreciate that me. That's what I'm feeling. When the change card happens, in my deck at least, we're going around, we're trying new, different things to see whether or not we like these things or not. Like you're at a buffet and you're trying each little thing to see whether or not you wanted to try that or not try that today, depending on how it looks, smells, and all of that stuff. You say, I want to put that in my mouth. Okay? So basically, you've been getting ready for this change that's going to happen to you. That what I'm feeling is a getting readiness for that. So you want to make sure you're all done with the BS so you don't bring it into another relationship again. No things you know that you had to work on. But now you can't hold back any longer is a thing that you have to understand now. We all have creation moments. Well, we also have destructive moments. The person you used to be isn't there anymore. The person you are now is there. You have to be like a volcano that blows up. Maybe you're going to crush some people along the way. Maybe you're going to pour lava down onto their world. But if they didn't get off the island by now, they probably didn't listen to all the warning signs you were about to change. Now that you are creating a new world, destroying the old one to create a new one. But it's not just any kind of creation. It's your will. It's your intent this time. So knowing what you want in love and what you feel passionate about. So ask yourself, what 10 attributes does this person have within them? Are they kind? Are they generous? What kind of things make them up inside? What do you think this person likes to do as far as fun things to do? Are they a basketball fan? Are they a sewer? Do they like art? What kind of things do they like to do? All right? We have to get an idea so we can pour this woman or find the best fit to this woman we can. We're wanting to share our love, not bowl them over with it. We want to create a path together, not by ourselves. So until we can find someone, we have to wait a little bit. Then we move on to my unseen path. And since you haven't been here before, you don't know what both of my paths mean. But I'll break it down to you pretty simple. The hard path is all about overcoming adversity. It's all about getting past that goal or dream that stops you from living the goal or dream. But we all need to take a rest to let it soak into our lives from time to time. And then the easy path is one step at a time. You make one small goal, you celebrate that goal, you honor that goal, you move on to the next goal. It takes you 10 steps to get there, or 5, or however many you say it does, but you do eventually get there. When we combine the easy and the hard together, we get the unseen. But it does require you to cut through the bullshit. The easy bullshit that you've been ignoring most of your life. The bullshit that has been stopping you all of this time. That one thing that keeps getting in your way over and over and over and over again that we need to cut through the BS of. And that means taking down and maybe lowering our barriers down, cutting through the things that are getting in our way as far as what we need to do for ourselves. So why are you going through all of this right now? And when is love on its way? We're working on rebuilding the you that you've always wanted to be. We're getting you ready for love so that when you find it, you'll know it's real, true love. We want you to move out those bad habits you said you wanted to move out, and we want you to move in good new habits. We know that you have been changing a lot. We see the change. We see you wanting to make an impact and wanting to have the kind of relationship you want, knowing what you want for sure and being certain about it. Taking a step back and asking yourself, what am I missing here that I've been missing my whole life? What is the actual need? Not the want. What is what I need in my life? Not the want. The want can be the pretty hair and the kind of person and all of that stuff. But what do you need to fill what do you need in a partner? Bring the right kind of ingredients together and you'll have what you want. I do feel that there is somebody around you that could be a good fit for you, but it kind of feels like you're both finishing up what I like to say cooking time is. You're getting ready to come to the table and eat each other's meal. You just need 5 or 10 more minutes of cooking time before you're ready for one another. You know? What are your pronouns? Because I'm feeling, and what are your preferences? Because I'm feeling a couple different things here. A little bit of chaos in the what I want. You know? He, him. Okay? Because I was seeing a feminine energy, a female. Female, long, dark brown, light, not really dark brown, more light brown hair, wears a lot of blue, has gold rings on one hand, no rings on the other, kind of gypsy-like-ish, very fun, flirty, mysterious, but very well, very practical, very grounded, but very, 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 very hoofty. She's got a creative side about her. Does this make sense to you? Have you seen something or know someone like this in your life? This is where I get down to the nitty gritty here. I can't do this in cards. And then after this, Stephanie, we'll talk about the other thing. Okay? Yeah. So, it gives you a general idea of if you want an idea of a visual thing to look for, but don't let it put you into a box, okay? Yeah. What I'm seeing around you is business kind of buildings, a lot of businesses in between businesses, a little bit, kind of a bustling city. I won't say it's like New York size kind of city. It's more of a... I could have just given you another one. Oh, you're not making that. Never mind. I don't know how to describe it. It's not really countryside, but it's kind of like, it's more city than country. Yeah, I'm seeing a city. And it feels like it's around business district kind of stuff, or like where business would be held or talked about or something like that. It feels like, financial kind of stuff. I keep seeing like the thing that I see in my head is Wall Street, like a Wall Street like area. She feels like she's a person who, she's passionate about what she believes in. So she's a, you call it when a senator wants to get Pillsbury Doughboy, they are they say, oh, you do this for us, we'll do this.
Oh, a PAC, a political collection.
No.
Or a lobbyist.
Lobbyist, thank you. A lobbyist. Kind of like a lobbyist. And that might just be a clue. That doesn't mean that that person is the right one for you. It just might be a clue where you would find something in that general, where I feel you would generally find it at. And a general way of looking at it, of the person who might be right for you. Well, I'm just saying, like, something like that. Where they fight for something, they believe in what they're doing. It's not just for BS reasons either. It's not, like I said, it's not for something as trivial as look how easy. Okay. So hopefully that helps. If it doesn't help, it doesn't help. Don't think too fret about it. But I think you generally need to start looking around in business-like areas to meet this person. So, it's going to be like around work-related stuff too. So something like that. And it just might mean they like finances too. So I hope that helps you, my friend. All right, Stephanie, are you still here? could have. Stephanie, art out here. Because I'm going to start to find someone to go raid to, even though I don't know if there's anybody really who's out there right now. Stephanie, I'm calling you out one last time.
Walking through shadows, facing our fears, wiping away the sad, lonely tears, breaking the chains that hold us down, rising above like a phoenix from the ground.
Badida sanea alolo laki sanea alolo laki.
Alright, guys, I'm getting out of here for the week. We're going to go pay attention to Chilled Leo. She's a 420 content creator. She's playing something called Stream Raiders, which is a really fun interactive game. You beat monsters with your community, and I just want to go show her a little bit of love because I haven't been back to her for a while, and I think she could use some much needed hi, how are yous today, and just some wonderful, wonderful uplifting things. So go be kind to her because she's a beautiful soul. So we'll see you next week, guys. Love you.
Body